I only take sponsorships when it's a product or a service I genuinely think is good. You would not believe how many offers flood my inbox and how many I've turned down. So you've got to be good to get covered on my channel. A company called JPFans reached out to me with an interesting offer, and I couldn't turn it down. JPFans is a service that lets you order items from Japan from places like Mercari, Amazon, JDirect Items, and a handful of others that normally might not ship outside of Japan. They purchase the items, have them sent to their warehouse, package them up, and then ship them to you overseas. The folks at JPFans wanted to collaborate. They'd provide me with some credit for a little shopping spree, and they'd cover my shipping in exchange for a few videos about their service. All the good merch and games I want are in Japan, so I thought that this might be a good opportunity to get my hands on some rare stuff that I couldn't find here in the States. I took that sponsorship, and I'm worried that might have been a huge mistake. In my quest to make my reviews fair, many times I will buy products with my own money, and that's what I did with JPFans. While they provided me with credit to shop on their site, I intentionally went over budget, and many of the items in this video were paid for out of my own pocket. I also made sure to get a shipping estimate, so that even if I'd been getting this shipped for free, I'd want to know how much I'd paid otherwise. I'll also be sharing the total cost of everything throughout this video, along with the shipping estimate I got, and I will let you know if JPFans is worth it. There are multiple reasons to order items from a site like this. Sometimes an item isn't available outside of Japan, or sometimes an item is cheaper in Japan, and I took full advantage of both reasons. When I was last in Tokyo, I got to try out a Game Boy Light during a Game Boy building workshop. This was a Game Boy that never released outside of Japan, despite being one of the coolest systems that Nintendo ever released. It was like a Game Boy Pocket, but had an illuminated screen. I needed to get my hands on one, but I couldn't find it in any of the electronics stores I'd visited, including all the ones in Akihabara, the tech central of Japan. Japanese Mercari doesn't fail though, and I managed to order one there using JPFans. The system I ordered was relatively inexpensive, but that was because it was being sold as junk. It didn't have a working speaker or a D-pad, but that's okay. I've been trying my hand at tinkering with electronics, so I wanted to try fixing it. Hey, Indy in the future here. Sorry if my voice sounds funny. I'm editing this right now, and I just recently suffered a throat injury, and it's super smoky here, so things aren't going great in the voice department. But I wanted to let you know that JPFans also offers a $2 service to take pictures of something when it arrives. So they actually did that for my Game Boy Light. So they took pictures of it, and it matched the listings, and I'm like, sweet, this is exactly what I ordered. Great. And it got to me just how I expected it to. When they were done, they even removed the AA batteries so they were able to ship the Game Boy for cheaper, since batteries limit how a package can be sent. When the system arrived, I was wowed by it. An original Game Boy with a screen like this is kind of surreal. I ended up replacing the busted up shell with a clear one, added some custom buttons, fixed the broken D-pad, and even fixed the broken speaker as well. What felt like an impossible dream to own one of these became a reality with JPFans, but that wasn't all I ordered. And here's where the problem comes in. Ordering just one thing wasn't enough. I kept loading my cart up with more and more items to ship, but that adds up, and I'll get to that later. I've been working on a video about Panel de Pon, Tetris Attack, and Puzzle League, so I thought this could be a great opportunity to order some of the Japanese titles in the series. I grabbed the Nintendo Puzzle Collection, featuring the lost N64 version of Panel de Pon. This never released outside of Japan, so this is the only way to get it. I also ordered a copy of Dr. Mario and Puzzle League for Game Boy Advance. This released in the States, but it was cheaper to order it from Japan than it is to get in the US. In fact, it's so much cheaper to order Japanese games that I just started ordering GameCube Games in bulk. I got all of these games, including Star Fox Adventures and Smash Bros. Melee, for a fraction of the price the American games would cost. I got all of these for about $40, which would be the cost of Melee alone if I was lucky. Now, yeah, these don't run natively on an American GameCube, but I plan to mod a region switch into my cube so I can play these whenever I want. If you're not a tinkerer like me, you can also use an Action Replay or a Wii soft mod to load these instead. My obsession with tinkering and collecting doesn't end at just consoles though. I love collecting music, so I ordered a bunch of video game soundtracks. Sonic the Hedgehog is a series filled with bangers, so I got his greatest hits and the Sonic Riders CD. Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm is one of my favorite rhythm games, so I loaded up on Final Fantasy music. And I love Pokemon and Zelda, so I grabbed some CDs from those series as well. And to listen to them, I ordered a 7th generation iPod Classic. This is usually a costly investment in America, but the one I ordered on Japanese Mercari was a fraction of what I'd pay here and in mint condition. So now I've loaded all my new CDs on it. This haul was absolutely nuts. I think the total for all this merch ended up being a little over $300 USD, with more than half of it coming out of my own pocket. While, yes, JPFans offered me credit to shop on their site, there was too much on there that I wanted, so I ended up paying a good chunk out of pocket as well. One of the complaints that I'd seen about JPFans when researching them was the cost of shipping. So even though I was offered free shipping for this review, I wanted to get an estimate on it. It would have been about $80 to ship all of this, or around $65 if I used the coupon code INDIE. While that may sound steep at first, shipping stuff around the world is expensive, and they're also taking everything I ordered and safely packing it into one box. Considering how cheap it was to get most of these items, even with the cost of shipping, I'd come out ahead. The iPod alone would have been almost $300 if I'd ordered it in the US, but I got it for $80, and with $65 shipping, that's $145, which is still half as much. Even though I didn't pay for this entire haul, I absolutely would have done that. JPFans is a solid service that's helped me get my hands on so much merch that I've wanted. So why did I say that taking this sponsorship was a mistake? Well, that's because it's too good. Even after placing my order, I kept buying things. My sponsored order is done, but I'm still shopping on their site. Did you know that Tower Records did a collab with Splatoon? I also wanted to get my hands on more Game Boys to repair, and I got a Game Boy Pocket and a Game Boy Color for less than the cost of one here in the US. There is so much Japan exclusive merch that I want that I've probably spent another $300 on merch from them since I started making this video. If you want to get your hands on gaming tech, collectibles, or any other stuff from Japan, JPFans is a great option. Just be warned that I'm addicted to the site now. I've got a sign-up link in the video description that'll start you off with some coupons when you join JPFans, and if you use code INDIE when it's time to ship, you can get a discount on your postage. Thank you for watching, thank you JPFans for collaborating with me, and thank you to my credit card company for allowing me to purchase all this cool stuff. Oh my god, I'm so deep in debt.